In this video lecture, going to be talk about semaphores and monitors to synchronize the process. So we have discussed some concept related to semaphore in the previous video lecture. Here as a session 6, part of the session 6, going to be cover topic related to the process synchronization, especially the monitors and the semaphores. The presentation flow is as follows. We will going to discuss the semaphores, maybe semaphores, the binary semaphore or counting integer semaphore, right? So there we will look up to some concepts to use that semaphore to synchronize. Afterwards, there is a deadlock and starvation concept going to be discussed. Due to this semaphore exercise, there could be a possibility of the sum of the process will be suffered from the non-availability of the resource which will be occupied by some of the lower priority process. And also this busy waiting will be there, some of the process waiting for the resource which may not come in within a specified time, so our deadlock will be occur. And also there is a classical problems of synchronization, maybe a bounding buffer problem, maybe a dining philosopher problem, maybe a read and writer problem, like that. Their client server problem. There could be several kind of problems which will be there, obviously required a synchronization to achieve, to get the shared variable or enter into the critical section to modify the shared variable. And eventually we can observe that monitors, which is some of the concepts which may not possible to even some semaphore may not cope up to provide a complete mutual solution. So in that case, there is a challenges to address to enter the process into critical section to modify the shared variables. So in that case, there is a monitors concept is also going to be, that is a abstract data type, that is a procedure oriented concept is going to be imposed to for the synchronization achieve. Especially in the semaphore, there is a counting semaphore and binary semaphore and those implementation concepts, and deadlock and starvation, especially that priority inversion and priority inheritance, right? So that higher priority process are waiting for the resource which occupied by the lower priority, right? So that is a inverse the priority, that the higher priority will get some resource, whereas the priority inheritance also we can back up, right? And classical problems, so that bounding buffer problem, reader writer problem, dining philosopher problem is going to be discussed. So the monitors are going to be discussed, that is a solution for along with the semaphores also going to be exercised combinedly. So here the one concept called mutex locks, that is a mutex means mutual exclusion locks. It exercise here to one thread at a time resource can access a secure by mutex. So it can be two states, that is a lock or unlock. So bit 0 is unlock, bit 1 or any other bit, it indicates the locked, right? Critical section locked of any process want to enter into their critical section, so they have to take the permission of the other process. In that sense, we can exercise the mutex, which is a lock and unlock. Before going to enter, we can lock that their critical section, so no other process will be attempt to enter into their critical section where they want to modify the shared variable. So to access a critical section, it thoroughly checks the condition. If mutex is unlocked, means free, the calling process enter into critical section. In the unlock case, it can have a privilege to enter into their critical section. mutex is already locked, means some other process is entered into their critical section to modify the said variable. So that is a locked. Calling process is entered into block state, means whichever process is interested to enter into critical section, they tentatively stopped there. In other words, they sent to the block state. We have thoroughly understand and study that entire state diagram of the process and thread, right? So after ready and it is going to be running state. So in a running state, due to the various reason, it may go to the waiting state or block state or swap in and swap out. So in that sense, one that's called as a block state, means it has to be acquire some of the resource, or it has to wait certain time, or it has to wait for the critical section has to be make release by some other process which is occupied, and wait until process in the critical section finishes its execution. So it includes the priority inheritance mechanism to avoid the extended priority inversion problem. So it allows the current higher priority task to kept in the blocked state, so for the shortest time possible. So however, priority inheritance does not correct priority inversion, but only it reduces the effect. So coming to the difference between the semaphore and mutex, let me see that. Mechanism wise, the semaphore is a signaling mechanism with help of the wait and signal calling what a system calls is exercise. So signaling mechanism, whereas a mutex is a locking mechanism. It is not signaling, it is a simply lock. So other process should observe the lock and they keep silence or wait, busy wait. So what type of data? It is a semaphore is an integer variable. That is we have seen that binary or counting semaphore. No? So binary 0 and 1, whereas counting will be have 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. That is an integer variable. Mutex is just an object. It is a ready-made object, that is right. So here we have no modification. We can exercise wait signal calling. Calling system call will help to begin the enter into critical section. Once it is there and enter into critical section, modify the said variable, and after that you have to release the resource, no? So that signaling operation can modify the semaphore. It is modified only by the process that may request and release resource. So here wait and signal, here request and release the resource. Resource management in the semaphore: if no resource is free, then the process requires a resource that should execute a wait operation. If no resource is free, that should execute a to wait operation. Means it is also contender for the critical to enter into critical section. So it has to supposed to be wait. It has to be execute the system call called wait. It should wait until the count of semaphore is greater than 0. It should be wait until the positive greater than that positive value, right? Semaphore value should be greater than 0, that is a positive value. So whereas here mutex, if it is locked, the process has to wait. No other possibility. The process should kept in a queue, waiting queue. This needs to be accessed only when the mutex is unlocked, right? It has to wait in the queue till that mutex should be unlocked, right? That is a resource management of semaphore and mutex. So semaphore exercise thread, you can have multiple program threads. You can have multiple program threads in a mutex, but not concurrently. Where here the semaphore can exercise concurrently. So mutex will be disallow that. It is a sequential. So ownership value can be changed by any process releasing or obtaining the resource. So it can be changed, but here object lock release only by the corresponding process which has obtained the lock on it. So here types of semaphore are counting and binary. Here mutex is only one type. So the operation is a value modified by using wait and signal operation. So the mutex object is locked or unlocked, only two operations. So after understanding the difference between the mutex and semaphore, let me see that how this mutex in OS, right? So we have that is acquire and release, lock and release, right? So thread 1 should acquire lock, and after completion the critical section, it has to be released back. So the other thread also doing so, and it has to be. So this is a shared variable, which is every process want to enter into critical section to modify the shared variable. So that has to be, we use the lock and unlock the signal, that is objects. So with help of the mutex, that is. Similarly, you can have that semaphore. That is a semaphore is a counting semaphore and binary semaphore. We have counting semaphore 0, 1, 2, 3, several semaphores are there, and several process will be there. So process want to enter into the critical section, they should exercise the system call wait, and once complete it has to be exercise the signal system call to release the resource which is occupied. Similarly, any other process can do so, right? So this is a counting semaphore which will be in the operating system. So similarly, we have what is called a semaphore operating in a binary, that is process 1 wait signal, and process 2 that is going to be exercised. So the semaphores it is a synchronization tool. So it's used for the synchronize that process. So that is S is an integer variable, can only be accessed via two individuals, that is atomic operation. So non-interruptible operation, wait and signal, right, via the P and V, right. So that is a wait operation, wait S, that is it is less than 0, and it is a busy wait, it is to be wait for to enter into critical section. So that is now free that. So once it is released, that S is greater than 0, there's some positive value, then decrement it and enter to critical section, right. So when S is there, then enter into critical section when got the positive value. So when after successful completion of the critical section, that modifying shared variable, it has to exercise the signal S in order to release the resource which is occupied. So S double plus, that is the increment of the semaphore. So it will be going to be released. That is a architecture of the semaphore. Usage you can have that counting semaphore, it is an integer. Binary semaphore, it is 0 and 1, same as mutex lock. So can solve various synchronization problem, that is P1 and P2 requires S1 happen to before S2, create the synchronization initialize to 0. So P1 S is a signal synchronization. So that is entering to the semaphore while wait, that is S is equal to 0, S is equal to that we have seen. So note that there is a semicolon after, that is a busy waiting, still get S positive value, so then it will be come out, that is. So synchronization, that global shared variable will be exercised. So P2 will be there, and can implement the counting semaphore. S is the binary semaphore also. So it guarantee that no two process can execute the wait and signal on the same semaphore at the same time. So that is the crux of the semaphore exercise. So no other process, only one process can do at a given time. The implementation becomes the critical section problem, where wait and signal code are placed in the critical section. So could now have a busy waiting in a critical section implementation, but code is short. So little busy waiting if critical section rarely occupied. So note that applications may be spend lot of time on in a critical section, hence there is not a good solution. So semaphore with a busy, no busy waiting, right. So the which if semaphore there is associated with the waiting queue. So enter the waiting queue has two items, that is a value type integer, pointer to record to the list. So we have two operations, block and wake up to not avoid the busy waiting. Place the process invoking operation appropriate waiting. So remove one process in the waiting queue, that is a block, means you have to put it in queue. So unless the available of that this one. the resource. So wake up is you can ask the one the process which is waiting in the queue. So provide them to enter into critical section. In that case, we have coding, that is with help of the structure. We have a structure process list, and its value, two data are there. One is a pointer and other is that semaphore number will be there. And we have wait signal will produce that it checks the S value, that is if it is a positive value, then add this to process to S list. Otherwise it is a block, right? So block means it has to be what is called waiting queue, right? So less than 0, add to this process in a waiting queue because other process there in a critical section. So that is a positive value, right? It is the positive value. So not positive value. Since it is negative, then it has to ask them to enter into the queue. So put it in a waiting block means put it in a waiting till some process raise the signal. So it means some other process which is already occupied, they have to release the resource or come out from the critical section. So when that it will be free, then you will get a chance. So consider the after a certain time some process has to be going to be release the resource, that is a S value plus plus, it is less than 0 is equal to 0, then remove the process from the S list and wake up. Removing is other words, it is a waking up those process who is standing in the queue. Ask them to enter into critical section. So let we see the semaphore attributes, that is a properties. It is a semaphore is a machine independent. It is very simple to implement. So correctness easy to determine. So acquire many resource simultaneously. So can have many different critical section with different semaphores. So the different semaphores can use that process and enter into critical section. So concurrency we can able to achieve that. So the other limits of that semaphore is essentially shared global variable. Access the semaphore can come from anywhere of the program. So any corner of the program, the control has to be obey the that semaphore access. So there is no control or guarantee of proper usage. So no linguistic connection between the semaphore and data to which the semaphore control access. So they serve two purpose, one that mutual exclusion and scheduling constraints. After this semaphore, there is a still deadlock will be occur due to simultaneous several processes enter into their several semaphores. So obviously that deadlock will be occur, and also starvation will be occur. So deadlock is two or more processes are waiting independently for an event that can be caused by only one of the waiting process. So the let consider S and Q be two semaphores initialized to 1. So what will happen? P wait S, no? P naught wait S means it enter into took the permission to enter into critical section through the semaphore S, right? So here next wait Q, another semaphore called Q. The P naught is entering two critical sections, one via S and other via Q, right? Here you can come. So a P1 wait Q. Sorry, wait Q means the P1 also want to enter into critical section via semaphore Q, but already P naught has already started that, so it is not possible. So P1 is going to be entered into deadlock because it expecting the semaphore Q, which is already occupied by the P naught, right? So that is a BGP. Q naught is free whenever after signal Q has executed. After only the Q semaphore is free after signal Q has executed by the P naught, because P naught has started that wait as now. So that is Q semaphore is only available after signal Q. But at this junction, see, you can observe P1 has started wait Q. It is not at all possible. It is enter into the deadlock situation. So that only two semaphore can initialize to 1. So P1 wait Q not possible unless P0 should signal Q, means it has to execute signal Q. So starvation, that is a indefinite blocking is there, and P0 suffer from the starvation due to the process may never remove from the semaphore Q in which it is suspended. So priority inversion, scheduling problem when the lower priority process holds the lock needed by the higher priority process, right? So solve by priority inheritance protocol. So there are classical problems, as we said, that bounding buffer problem, reader writer problem, dining philosopher problem, right? So these problems we used to test newly proposed synchronization schemes. So the bounded buffer, you can see the buffer have a limited size. There are two categories: unbounded, unlimited and limited. So normally most of the systems are studied the buffers, each can hold one item. So semaphore mutex initialized to the value 1. So semaphore full initialized to value 0. Full means that initialized to value 0. So semaphore empty initialized to value n, right? So that empty buffer is empty, that is value n. So buffer is full, that value is 1. When buffer is that mutex, that value is 1, right? So the empty n is a maximum size of the buffer. So that 0 is a full, that completed, no space in there. We have seen enough in the producer consumer problem, right? So let we see bounding buffer. So buffers can hold only one item. In this example, going to be considered 100 ml of liquid or contents of soup want to take that service by the server. So producer server problem or consumer consumes that, right? Producer produce and consumer consumes. So here you can see the small example. We have a bowl, in that we have might be some drinkable liquid. So that we can have that. So it is a producer. No? Producer is serving or server is serving. So this have a capacity, for example, 100 ml. So producer can produce up to 100 ml, right? He cannot produce, otherwise it will be spillover, right? So consumer should consume whenever it is some amount is there. If it is empty, it should stop. Consumer should stop, that is empty, right? So he is a consumer, he is a producer. Maybe he is filling and he is consuming, right? So that is a bounding buffer. So buffer size or buffer of this, the size of this bowl is a, for example, 100 ml, right? 100 ml. So that is a bounding buffer problem. So we have that we can consider the producer. No? Producer produce an item, that next problem, that is weight empty. So weight empty. So empty means that buffer size is empty. So in that case we can have a mutex. So we can have synchronization. So that what is called timing error. So we can synchronize the timing error gap, that is which happen between the different process. So that weight empty and the weight mutex, right? So that waiting into produce, that is. So and next produce, that is buffer, and we put it in the buffer. Then after that we have to signal mutex, right? Corresponding weight mutex is there now. So for that that is what is a mutex lock and mutex unlock, that is a signal unlock. So we have empty, weight empty. So that is a semaphore, that signal full, right? So this will be happen for till become that full producer. No? So whereas consumer consumes, that is weight full. So weight mutex. So you may start consuming, that is. So signal is after consuming that. So signal mutex means you have to release the what is called that mutex unlocking. It here weight locked, signal unlocked. Signal empty, that is a corresponding weight full. So consumer, that items in the next till while true, that is a bounded buffer problem. So similarly reader writer problem. So a data set is shared among the number of concurrent readers only read the data. Readers can read only, so they do not perform any modification of the data. So that is a constraint over the reader. So writer can do either read or write. He can update. Here we can what is called writer producing by typing information on the screen. So it is putting, and it will take the printout. So the other person is reading that, right? So he has one writer and one reader. So obviously typical problem, but several readers may be possible. So the problem allow multiple readers to read the same time. Only one single writer can access the shared data at a same time. So several variations of how reader and writers consider it involves some form of the priorities. So shared data is what is data set, right, or content which that produced by the writer, and content going to be read by the reader. Semaphore, that read write mutex initialized to 1. So semaphore mutex initialized to 1, that is right. So here going to be enter into critical section. So integer read count initialized to 0. So multiple reader or one writer can use the data, that is. So there is a multiple readers are there. So only one writer is allowed. So that two writer is there doing, one writer is there, the other writer is not allowed. So one writer and multiple reader 1, reader 2, reader 3, and there is a database and is going to be accessed. So reader 4 is also going to enter. So that writer can't enter, right? So writer can't enter, that is. So when readers are there, you can see that reader writer coding. So structure of the writer, that is a one process. So that is a read write mutex. So wait it begin acquiring resource. So read write mutex. So after waiting that perform, so it has to be released that. So structure of the reader have many readers. So wait mutex n number of readers, that is count plus 1. If count is equal to 1, then we can ask him to enter into critical section. So that read write mutex and signal mutex. So that is a mutex. After doing so, then it has to be released, that is wait mutex. And okay, read count, one more counter, that is count is equal to 0, that we have to release that signal mutex and signal mutex till that is. So it allows the n readers and one writer. So the variations of this reader writer problem, no reader kept waiting unless writer has permission to use the shared objects. So we have a reader have a supreme power enter into database. Second variation, once the writer is ready, it performs the write as early as possible, as soon as possible. So both may have starvation leading to even more variations. We provide this other than this, and it will be starvation will be occur. So problem is solved on some system by kernel providing the reader writer locks, that is. So kernel going to be provide some privileges. So in that case it going to be perform the other variations if you want to encourage them. So dining philosopher problem. So that classical problem. So here philosopher spends their life alternating thinking and thinking and eating. So the philosopher sat in the dining table, he want to eat and also thinking, right? So here don't interact with their neighbors. So they won't interact with the neighbors. Either they can think or eat, only to exercise they can do. Occasionally try to pick up 2 chopsticks or the forks, one at left and one at right. So one at a time to eat from the bowl. So they need 2 chopsticks and which is all by side. So at a time to eat from the bowl. So bowl is a shared database or shared variable. So it can take the 2 chopstick or 2 forks to get the food stuffs. So need both to eat, then release both when done that. So both to eat, then release both when done, that is. So here consider the person sitting in front of the dining table. So in order to eat from this bowl, so you need 2 chopsticks or two forks or 2 spoons, right? 2 spoons he need, right? Only he can eat, otherwise 1 spoon is not possible to eat. So these 2 spoons are might be occupied by the neighboring persons, right? So you can see that here they are taken 5 persons sat in the dining table. So they 5 people, that shared data is a bowl. So here bowl of rice or food grains, semaphore chopsticks 5 initialized to 1. So 5 semaphores are there. So here you can see the other person sitting. So if this person want to eat, he also need 2 chopsticks. This person want to eat and he need two chopsticks. If he starts and he may not get this chopstick, no? So that will be deadlock will be happening. So here they have to be achieve that. So here four philosophers are there. So one more. So 5 philosophers sat around the dining table, right? So they have a bowl shared food, that is. So condition is each person want to eat, they need 2 chopsticks or 2 spoons, right? So they have to be, otherwise if it is one available and is not possible, it has to wait for the other one. Then you have to think, right? Thinking and eating. So 2 activities are there. The structure of the philosopher do. So wait, chopsticks I, right? Chopstick I. So chopstick I, for example, chopstick 1 is a spoon 1 is occupied, right? So wait, chopstick I plus 1 mod 5, right? So mod 5. This is a I means consider left side, and I plus 1 mod 5 is a right side, right? So the person need 2 chopsticks, no? Left side is I, right side is I plus 1 mod 5, right? So then both the left and right, every person, so you go to be considered to occupy the left and right, their left and right that spoon or chopsticks, right? So for example, I is equal to 1, that is a left. So I plus 1 mod 5 is equal to that is 2, that is a right, right? So chopstick 1 and chopsticks 2, so that is a left and right. So they need to be confirmed whether they are free. If they are both free, then he can start eat, right? So means the other person is not eating and this person is not eating. So this person, for example, his left and right spoons are free. Now he can eat. So he enter into critical section. So after eating completion, he had to release this chops, no? So that is signal chopstick I, signal chopstick I plus 1 mod 5. That's all, right? So occupy both the left and right chopstick, go enter into critical section, that is eating. Then you have to release that, right? So that is I and I plus 1 mod 5, left and right. So here while true, think, then write this problem with this algorithm. This dining philosopher problem. Deadlock handling, allow most 4 philosophers to sitting simultaneously at the table. So allow philosopher to pick up the forks only if both are available. Picking must done in a critical section. So asymmetric solution, odd number of philosophers pick up first and left chopsticks and then the right chopsticks. So even number philosopher picks first the right chopstick, then left chopsticks. Constraints will be there. So we have the common bowl, and around that we have the dining, thinking and eating persons with the 2 what is called chopsticks or spoons. So problem with the semaphores, there is a incorrect use of semaphore operations. Signal mutex, wait mutex, right? So signal mutex, wait mutex. So the incorrect usage of may be possible here. Somebody is releasing and somebody is occupying. So that weight mixect and weight mutex and signal mutex or weight mutex, that incorrect uses. Omitting of weight mutex or signal mutex or both can lead a problem. So that is a deadlock will be occur. Starvation will be still continue. So for which we have a monitors. So we have observed that timing error between the different process which happen when they unable to synchronize their operations, enter into critical sections by that multiple weight and signal functions with the semaphore. We have observed that, right? So for which the alternative solution will be a monitors. So monitors are abstract that provide a convenient and effective mechanism. So these are the what is called abstract data type or procedures are there. So let we see the skeleton of that monitors. So in order to overcome the problem which we have faced in semaphore, in order to achieve synchronization, abstract data type, that internal variable only accessible by the code within the processor, right? So there is a procedure, there we have three portion. First there is a shared variable and several procedure as a part of the monitor to enter into critical section. So after that initialization. So three components will be there in the entire monitor source code, which is calling as a procedure, right? So you can see here. So this is a shared data. This is a monitor abstract version data type. So shared data, here several procedures are there. Procedure 1, procedure 2, procedure 3, procedure N. For example, procedure 1 acquire the resource, procedure 2 release the resource, procedure 3 test whether those resources are free or not. So like that, several procedures we can have. At the lastly we can have initialization. So for example, bounding buffer, or we can see that dining philosopher problem, there we need to initialize those all those beginning at the beginning all those chopsticks are free, right? So unlocked. So that initialization has to be taken care. So that kind of process will be perform that operations. So initialization code. So share data, procedures and initialization code. So these three components will be look after as a major component to call it as a monitor, right? So there is a shared data queue will be there, right? So let begin that only one process may be active within the monitor at a time, right? So one process, there is a several procedures are there. Only one process can, but not powerful enough to model some synchronization scheme, that is. Anyhow, monitor name, we can have give a monitor skeleton of this function. That monitor name we have to give, and reserved monitor shared variable declaration, and after that we have procedure P1, procedure P2, procedure Pn, and at the end we have initialize the code. So this is a complete skeleton of the monitor, right? So we have understood the significance of the monitor. So that is a programmed and abstract data type based, and it will be contains this skeleton, which is alternative of the semaphore, where we have seen the enough deadlock and starvation. So to little extent we are going to be solved that with help of the monitors, right? Semaphores and monitor, you can see the difference between the semaphore and monitors. So we have seen about a semaphore, of course. So it is a system such as multitasking operating system, whereas this monitor synchronization concept that allows threads to have a both mutual exclusion and ability to wait block for certain condition to become true, right? So that certain condition will be exercised, so that is allowed to enter into critical instruction, that is a mutual exclusion. So it is a integer variable, whereas monitor is a abstract data type. Abstract data, we have seen that complete skeleton, that we in encapsulation between the shared and initialization, there is a procedures are there. So that is abstract data type. So there is no condition variable concept. Here monitor have conditions variables. So when the processor requires access to the semaphore, it performs the wait and to release the signal when releasing the resource. So whereas the process use the procedures access the shared variable in the monitor. So procedures are there to perform that this one. So let we see in the broader sense that how the monitor looks. The initialization, it entered the monitor object, so that enter into the monitor object. So there we have acquired the resource now, so that is a lock. After entering, it has to be acquired, so through the wait, and there is a queue, right? Put it in the waiting queue. So if too many, if not also notify all that. So if not, that will be enter into critical section. So after this, it has to be release that. So leave the monitor objects. So entry and exit, in between there is a acquire and release. So there is a wait and also there will be there. So alone this simple monitor not possible to provide the complete resolve the complete deadlock. Condition monitors are there, so that let me put condition x and y. So two operations allowed on a condition variable. So x dot wait, that is a process that invokes the operation is suspended until x signal, right? Until suspended x, that is no, it invokes the operation. So signal resume one process if any that which is invoked x dot wait. If number of x wait on the variable, that it has no effect on the variable. So condition variables, process P invokes the x dot signal, process Q is suspended in a x wait, what should be happen next. So here both the Q and P cannot execute in a parallel. Q is resume, then P must be wait, vice versa. So option R, that is a signal and wait. P waits until Q either leaves or wait for another condition. P waits till Q leaves. So signal and continue. Q waits until P either leaves, right? So Q waits until P either leaves the monitor or it waits for another condition. So both have pros and cons that language will be implemented. So monitors implemented in a concurrent Pascal compromise code, that is P executing a signal immediately leaves the monitor, Q is resumed. So here we have a condition, so that is a Q associated with the x and y conditions. So based on these conditions will be going to be entered into critical section. So shared and procedures, operations and initialization. So implemented in other language including Mesa, C++, Java. So monitor solutions, dining philosopher problem. So we have a dining philosopher. So thinking, eating we have seen. So one more that enumeration, that is hungry, right? So there is a 5 philosopher that there, 5 persons sitting around the dining table, that is a 5. Condition self, that is right. So we have a monitor, the name of the monitor is dining philosopher. So this is a shared variable. So next we have procedures. So first procedure, pick up the chopsticks or spoons. Fork we have to collect. The person has to be collect the left and right fork or chopstick. That is int I. State I is equal to hungry. The person I is hungry. Then he has to be pick up. He is hungry. Then he has to collect the two chopstick, his left and right. Right. So person I is a test I. We have to see whether those chopsticks free or not. Right. So when this person is hungry, then he has to be test. So test is another procedure which is sat in the monitor, right? So this is one procedure, and one more procedure will be a test I. So where it tells about the person I whether you have that left and right spoons are free or not, right? So let we see whether free or not. So how we can test that is state I plus 4 mod 5. So that is a if it is a fifth one, first one, so fifth mod become that is not eating, so means left one. So the right one, I plus 1, right one. So left one is not eating, right one is not eating, then this ith person is able to get those chopsticks, that is a spoon. State I is equal to eating, self I is equal to signal, right? So it is a signal. So is to be release that. Here we can have state I is equal to hungry, so state I is equal to eating, then you have to be eat, that is, so after eating it has to be release that, it has to release the chopsticks. State I is not eating, then self I is equal to wait. So state I is not waiting, means he is completed, so it has to be occupy that. So occupy, self I is wait, that is, and we can have the initialization code that all chopsticks are free, that is a thinking initially. So put down after finishing their eating, they have to be release those chopsticks to their neighbors. So state I is equal to thinking, test left and right neighbors. So test I plus 1, that is here, test I plus 1 and I plus 4 mod 5. So from there it will be release that. So solution to dining philosopher, each philosopher I invokes the operation pick up and put down. Pick up means collect the 2 spoons of left and right. After eating that, it has to be hand over back to is the left and right, so that is put down in the following sequence. Dining philosopher dot pick of I, so we have that is a monitor, then eat, then monitor put down, right? So no deadlock, but starvation will be still there. So implementation that semaphore mutex and next int count equal to 0, and the procedure f will be replace the mutex and body of f, that if next is count greater than 0, then signal next, otherwise signal mutex. So mutual monitor is ensued. So we have implementation condition variable. So we have a x semaphore, so int count is equal to 0 initially, and operation x dot wait, that is condition, can be implemented. So x count plus 1, if next count is greater than 0, then signal next, otherwise signal mutex. So wait x, that is count plus monitor implement, that is operation dot signal, x dot signal can be implemented as, so if x is count greater than 0, then increment the next count, and then we have signal x sem, that is semaphore wait next, so next count. So process within the monitor, if several process queued in a condition x, then x dot signal executed, which should be complete or resume, that is first come first serve, frequently not adequate, so other passion we need to exercise. Conditional wait construct of the x state wait c is a timer, priority number, so that process with the lowest number highest priority is scheduled to next. And resource allocations, signal resource among computing the process using priority numbers that specify the maximum time process plans use the resource, acquire with certain time, enter into the critical section and release that, where R is an instance of the resource allocator. So we have monitor to allocate the resource. So monitor resource allocator, so shared variable is a busy boolean type, condition x. So we have a procedure to acquire a resource, so int, that is busy x wait time, busy is equal to true, right? So after finding that one, make it busy true, then we can go for critical section. After completion, we can release that busy is equal to false, x dot signal initialization, initially busy is a false. So from this this aspect we have seen the in detail of semaphore and their versions, and deadlock starvation. We have seen that semaphore unable to perform due to multiple wait and signal system calls. There is a suffering them with the deadlock and non-availability of the resource, though have high priority process. So that we have studied. Classical problem, which has dining philosopher, bounding buffer, reader writer problems we have seen. Monitors which able to provide a ultimate solution which has comparably with the semaphore. So we have got from the Abram material from the Abram Silver Schatz et al. And several textbook reference books are there. And thank you for patient listening and shown interest on semaphore and deadlock and starvation, classical problems and monitors as a part of the session 6 as a model 2. Thanks to coordinator, moderator and subject expert